Hello everybody, welcome to this week's teaching overview video for Sunday the 24th of May. This Sunday is Pentecost Sunday and we are all gathering together at the Horsham congregation. So it will be good to be all together and have a few extra faces in our group. So let's make sure everyone feels nice and welcome. This Sunday is the second session of our little theme on the Holy Spirit. So last week we looked at Jesus's baptism, and this week, because it's Pentecost Sunday, we're going to look at the story of Pentecost and what happened when the Holy Spirit came and filled the disciples. So there's just a little game you can kick off your children's groups with. We have bingo. So with the younger groups, you could just do this all together if you like. Find someone who is closest to you in height. So get them up, moving about, find someone close to you in height, someone who loves to swim, someone who is the same size shoe as you, has the same birthday month as you. So hopefully this will just help them mingle and chat to one another and just have a bit of fun. So we've all got that to start with. Then for the teaching, so let's recap. Last Sunday, talking about the Holy Spirit, when Jesus was baptized, the Holy Spirit descended upon him like a dove. So we have this imagery of the Spirit being like a dove that came and descended upon Jesus. And then John the Baptist said that one, he baptized with water, but one was coming who would baptize us with the Holy Spirit and with fire. And then when Jesus was baptized with water, obviously he then received the Holy Spirit. And we talked about how we are baptized in water, but we're also baptized with the Spirit. And we watched a little video on the USB stick of an experiment of putting foam animals in some water, and then it was a capsule, and then as it absorbed the water, it expanded into a little foam animal. So you can watch that again with your group if you like. So yeah, we're talking about being baptized in the Holy Spirit. Now this week, we're going to look a bit more at the Holy Spirit being like fire and like wind. So for the youngest groups, you guys can read from the Heyo Stories of the Bible book. The Holy Spirit comes at Pentecost. There's quite a few pages, so maybe the youngest group, you might just want to finish it after them being filled, or if they're loving it, carry on. But yeah, it's got a few pages there. So you guys read from that. Older group, we're just going to read from a bit of Acts 1 and a bit of Acts 2. And let's just look at the story. What is the story of Pentecost and how is the Holy Spirit described? It's described like the mighty sound of rushing wind and like fire. So for the wind, we have this air zuka. You pull back this nozzle and then it's quite loud, but I'm going to send each one of these to the group and we'll do a little game, little experiment. So we'll send some balls that will balance on something, and then you'll probably have to help the kids do this because it's actually quite hard, but they can take a turn to shoot this at the balls and see if they can knock them all down, just to have another little game. But to kind of talk about how the wind, we can't see it, but we can feel it, we can hear it, we can see the effect of it on things, we can see it knocking over the balls. We'll also send some cloth that you can maybe hold behind. So when you shoot the air zuka thing, if you miss, you can kind of see where the wind is going, so you know where to aim it. But again, we can see the effect of the wind on the cloth behind. And the Holy Spirit is the same. We might not be able to physically see him right now, but we know that he is real. And we can feel him and we can experience him, and he changes things. And obviously the disciples started speaking in other tongues. They received boldness. So the Holy Spirit makes a difference even though we can't see him yet. And then we want to talk about fire. Fortunately, we can't start any fires, but let's talk about fire. It's hot, it spreads quickly, it's hard to put out, it's hard to contain, and this is also what the Holy Spirit is like. We are baptized with the Spirit and with fire, and we don't want to contain this Spirit, this fire to ourselves, but it's meant to be shared with others. So we've got those wind and fire. So have fun with that game. Okay, for craft, then we're going to attempt to make our own mini air zukas. So I'm going to send you a cup. It has a hole in the bottom. You might have to make it a bit, if it's not working, try and make it bigger. If not, we'll send extra cups. Just stab a hole in the bottom. Then I've cut some balloons and you just put it on the outside of the bit where you drank from, and you should be able to pull it back and it create some kind of air wave. I don't know if you've heard to see, probably not on my hair, but we'll send some little pom-poms, and then they can have a go with their little own air zookas that they can stick the memory verse onto, see if they can move the pom-poms along the table, and yeah, so have fun with that. Hope it works well, and you're going to be hearing that noise a lot. And then we just have some colouring as well, maybe for the younger ones, and then another colouring, and I think that's it. So USB stick, there's some new songs on your USB stick if you want to use any of those as part of the response. Obviously it would be good to make time for the young people and children to receive the Holy Spirit and to invite the Holy Spirit to live within them. Just be led by the Holy Spirit in that. If you feel it's right to pray for them as leaders and maybe put your hand on their head, obviously ask them first if they want to be prayed for and if they're happy for you to do that. But let's encourage them to pray for themselves, and then if they're happy to, we could pray for them to receive the Holy Spirit and the gifts of the Spirit. Let's make sure to leave time for that, and then also have some fun with these. One other thing is Dave has made these something called the Family Faith Adventure, and they're going to be these half-term like packs that families can take home, and there's activities for them to do as a family that they don't include screens, and it's kind of Bible focused or just spending time together. So we did like a trial in February, and we've just released some go into all the world themed ones for the May half term. So if you've got some questions about that, or you're interested, or you think there's some families that would really benefit from that, come and find us, but hopefully we'll get round to you to explain what it is. But yeah, the activity packs for families to do together. It's not such an outreach thing to give away like the God's Animal Kingdom books. It's more of a thing for the family to do together, and like read the Bible together and read chat and pray sheets, stuff like that. So that's exciting, and hopefully we'll get some good feedback and we can just keep making it better, and it can be helpful for families. So yeah, and there's also new parent buzzers, so please give those out this weekend. And yeah, I think that is everything. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on Sunday morning.